when you're on the street or when you're at home, you see something really interesting and you want to draw it on your sketchbook. Your sketchbook is much smaller than this, but it's okay. It's the same way that you're going to draw. So when you see something, what you're first going to draw, you draw the overall shape, the biggest shape. You print the paper first, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a little bit lighter. So what I'm looking at, I'm going to include the whole upper body like this. You see the overall shape look like that? But now I see a little trouble because too much to the left-hand side. I want to move back to the right-hand side. So it's very easy to do it right now when you are only have a few lines on the paper. And this the hand, the two hands together, like that, right? And maybe you're going to move it a little bit more to the right-hand side. So always make changes before going any further. So now, that's good. I have to ask you, you can draw this, right?
Yes.
Everyone can. But how you're going to do it from here, that is very important. This is the foundation of the whole drawing. So I'm going to put it over here. Now, I'm going to come to the chin a little bit lower over here, like that. Now I'm going to come to looking for the proportion. What is proportion? We're going to learn that this semester. How we're going to measure, right? But I'm going to do it by eye right now. It's just, this is the shoulder, because I'm going to do that comparison between this line and coming up, it actually hit the nose. The nose about over here, right? And then on this side, it continue up over here. That is the top over here. So, and I can cross over. I can see this shoulder right on this side. And I can do a little rough measurement. I'm going to take his head 1, 2, 3. And actually, if I define the hand over here, from here to here, I can make it into 3. It's the exactly same proportion. Those things you can learn this semester by drawing some even simpler object. You don't have to draw a human, but it's the same exact technique. Doesn't matter what you draw. It's still the same thing. When you're looking at a person, looking at him, you don't have to think he is a man. You can think, oh, what a beautiful building. With the same way that you draw. Oh my God, there's a beautiful vegetable. It's the same way that you're going to draw. Exactly. It's just about the process, the observation. Okay, that's coming down over here. Now we find the proportion. Now the hand over here. And now 1, 2, 3. We got it. Now we're going to make the head a little bit higher, like that. Now, the rest will become very simple. Okay, now I'm going to spend the next few minutes. I'm going to finish this drawing. All right, I'm going to come down over here. Looks like this is a straight line coming down, and then a little turn, and come to the hand. Is right over here, and the thumb right over here. Because I already know the location of the two hands. It will be very easy to draw. I'm going to look at the face. I already know the size of the face, right? So I'm going to measure the height between the height and the width. And the width is about this. And we're going to talk about how to measure the face, the width and the height. And the same way that we're going to measure a bottle. That we're going to see the hair coming down over here. And we can divide that into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But the forehead, because the hair cover a little more, so actually you can start from here and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And how that 3 is going to do, and actually this is the eyebrows, this is the nose, this is the chin. Now after you get this, it's very easy. The nose is right in this location, right? And I'm going to see the eye right over here. And also halfway down from the top to the chin. That's the location of the eye. So this is also the eye line. Do you see me how I holding my charcoal? That's the key. When you draw on a bigger paper, you make sure you use your whole arm, not use this way. But when you draw in this tiny space, you can use it like this way, like a writing position. It's okay. But when you draw a little bit bigger, you need to use a little bigger. Okay. Now I know the location of the eye, and then the iris right in the middle of this, a double eyelid. What a beautiful, beautiful person. Okay, now the eyebrows is right over here. Just put over there for now, and then the mouth right in between the nose and the chin, and right over here, and then the lower lip right in here. Okay. So now the sideburn coming down over here, the top of the ear is lined up with the top over here, almost close to the eyebrows. And the bottom is closer to the line of the nose. That is our first part. Now you're finding the location, and then this semester we're also going to learn how to shading. Okay, how to shade the shadow, the light side, and create the three-dimensional. Okay. Now I'm gonna put something else. Now I already know the location of those, the clothing, the shoulder, and it's very easy. Just draw. Like that. You can see the tone of the clothing. And there's the shadow side. And now coming over here, that's the shoulder. And now we're gonna draw a little hand before I coming back to the face if I have time. Okay, now there, the thumb over here, a little turn. I'm gonna put a little shadow over here and see the thumb over here. Everything that you drawing, you see them as simple shapes. They look like a rectangle, look like a triangle, and something can be really simple. And when you look at my other videos, and you can see everything you have to think about as visual elements. What visual elements are? Can you guys think about something? They are lines, shapes, dark color, light color, which is value, texture. Those are simple visual elements. And if you think about, oh my God, look at the hand, it's not going to help you. You cannot move the hand on the paper, but you can copy the line, the shapes, dark color, light color, this kind of thing that you can transfer onto the drawing. Hey. Okay, it's fine, thank you. Okay, I think we just finished the hand already, since you already moved. Like that. Sorry. I kind of tortured you in the first day.
Oh, you good.
I did not do that? Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna come over here, add a little bit on the back over here, and give a little suggestion over here. Now I'm gonna come back to the face. I'm gonna make the face a couple more minutes. Okay, now I'll come back over here. Now I'm gonna take a look at the eyebrows. Okay, look at that, eyebrows over here. But more important, I want to make the shadow. Look at that, the whole eye area, because the lighting coming from the top. So the whole eye area, it actually look like in the shadow, right? So you guys see the shadow? Right, you do, right? Okay, this is called shadow because that is no light get into this area. So it looks pretty dark. So keep looking at me. Okay, this area also a little dark. This is called shadow. We will learn that in a few weeks. And the eye right over here, and the iris, and like that. And look at that. Now you're gonna make him look more and more on the paper like a realistic. But you need to look at the shadow, the lower eyelid, also like over here. It's in the shadow. and the lower eyelid right over here, like that. And look at me, almost there. And the nose, because we already know where the nose is, right? So it's very easy to draw the detail of the nose. If you don't know where the nose is, the nostrils, and you can't draw because you don't know how you're going to connect them together. And now I'll come to your mouth, and the upper lip is a little bit darker. So I make the shape of the upper mouth a little bit darker, like that. But the lower mouth, lower lip is a little bit lighter. So I keep that a little bit lighter. So this is very simple. You just draw what you see. And this is a little under the shadow. And I have a little bit mustache. Put a little dark color over there. That's good enough. And this area also a little bit darker, and because of the shadow. Okay, now a little bit like this. Now I come to the side of the face and do a little correction because his face, it come in a little bit quicker. So those are a little bit more detailed. And like that, coming down over here, have a little bit divided. And the top over here is close in a little bit. And the ear now, because his face turned, so we have a little bit less of the ear up over here. Okay, we can finish it really quickly. And now looking at the hair, the sideburn, and the ear in a little distance, so we don't have to draw too clearly, like that. So everything is all about suggesting. Now his face turned, so I'm gonna make a little modification, like over here, this coming in a little more, like that. And then this can be a little bit darker. And the side over here a little bit darker. That. And the face, one more. Okay, now the whole neck also a little bit darker. I'm gonna push that a little bit darker. Neck over here you go. Simple observational drawing.